Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I know it's been a few days. I had to take some time off of YouTube to work and rest and just take care of myself. But a lot of folks have been hitting me up, wanting to know my opinion of Love and Hip Hop ATL. As we all know, it just premiered this past Monday, and my first thought was, damn, Mona, back at it again with all the ratchetness and fuckery, okay? So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and recap the first episode for y'all. So make sure you guys have your teacups ready, because why? This tea is piping hot. How you doing? And I love saying how you doing because it pisses people off. And I also get a chance to mock Wendy Williams, who has had no problem flagging some of my videos, okay? So that's why I say, how you doing? And if you don't like me saying, how you doing? Don't watch. So anyways, y'all, the opening scene was a trip, okay? First of all, I don't know if they got a pay raise, honey, but folks were straight up flossing and fronting, okay? So everybody's rolling to this radio station party that they're throwing for $1. And my first thought is this, is everybody's pulling up, Carly Red is jumping out of a neon green Lambo, I see Mercedes and Ferraris and everything else. And my first thought is, I wonder when all these rental cars have to be back, okay? Like, I know these people are not making that much money to be affording $200,000, $300,000, and $400,000 cars. Like, miss me with the bullshit, okay? Those were nothing but a fleet of rental cars. So anyway, so we move on into the party, and Carly Red is there, and she's talking to Rashida and Tammy, and Tammy was looking fierce. Love me some Tammy. So Tammy's back after, taking a year off from Love and Hip Hop ATL. And Carly Red is telling them how she has a new boutique. She just opened up her second boutique in LA, and it's doing really well, and they're all really happy for her. And then Rashida asks Tammy, she's like, so how's everything going with you and Waka? I know he's torn, I know he's been busy. And Tammy's like, yeah, it's been hard because we just bought this 8-bedroom house, and Waka's not even there to, to enjoy it with me. And I feel lonely just sitting up in this 8-bedroom house. So when I tell y'all the look that Rashida gave her was so damn shady, honey. Look at this look real quick.
In that 8-bedroom house.
I feel you.
My husband. In that 8-bedroom house.
I feel you.
My husband.
That's the look of a shady ass bitch right there, okay? How is Tammy telling Rashida good news? And then Rashida straight up looks at her like she's trash. She was like, I was like, well, I don't know if Rashida realized that the camera caught that face, but the camera damn caught that face, okay? So anyways, all of a sudden in the distance, we see young Jock and Kirk talking, and Rashida points that out. All of a sudden, like clockwork, young Jock's messy ass comes walking up there. Then he tries to talk to Carly Red. He tries to shake her hand, and she's like, I'm not touching your hand. I don't know where your hand has been. And I'm thinking to myself, bitch, really? Weren't you the one sucking on his nasty ass finger 2 seasons ago? You didn't know if that man just got done digging in his ass, picking his nose, or anything like that, but you had no problem putting his finger in your mouth, but now you don't want to shake his hand? Carly, miss me with the messy ass bullshit, okay?
I'm gonna make it up to you.
You won't make it up? How you supposed to do that?
By my actions.
Sound good.
Every night.
Every night.
Anyway, she proceeds to ask young Jock, is he still surfing on people's couches and stuff like that? And young Jock is like, nah, I got my own spot now. I don't have to surf on nobody's couch. So while they're all talking, all of a sudden the scene gets all dramatic, the music gets all dramatic, and in walks the notorious King family. Not Martin Luther King's family, just some bootleg ass family in Atlanta, and young Jock acts like he's so scared of them. He's sitting in this confessional turning around and shit, and he's like, the King family, they cool, but they're to be feared, you know what I'm saying? They done kidnap people, they done did all types of stuff. I don't even want to be in here talking about the King family. And I'm sitting here like, if young Jock don't sit his fucking scary berry ass down somewhere. Anyways, the King family consists of Scrap and his little brother named Sass, okay? And his little brother named Sass. And they both look like they just rolled out of bed. They have all this hair. They both need a deep conditioning and a nice trim, okay? The mama is Karen King, so her and her boys walk in looking like some bootleg ass stallionaires. Rest in peace to Real. I don't care if he wore it down, if he had it in braids. Nobody's hair was on fleek like Real. Anyways, they're there, and Scrap walks in with his girlfriend Tommy. So then they get up there and they tell everybody thank you for coming to, remember Dollar. T-Pain does a video message, and so does Boo, who is Akon Khan's brother. He does a video message as well, because we all know Dollar worked with them. So anyways, they're thanking everybody for coming there and stuff like that. But function to me just seemed fake. It just seemed like it was just thrown together. And I don't like how they're trying to use Dollar's name to come up on this ratchet ass show. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we had Scrappy, and he's meeting up with Momma Dee. And you know Scrappy's a hot damn mess. So Scrappy's like, man, I done heard some crazy shit now here about Mom Dukes. I was on the blog and I was reading that Mom Dukes got locked up. So I'm about to talk to her and find out what's happening, you know what I mean? Because I'm trying to keep my ass out of jail, and my mama sitting here getting locked up. I love my little Scrappy voice, okay? So anyways, Momma Dee walks up, and so she's talking to little Scrap, and she's letting everybody know that yes, she was arrested. She said that she went out with a bunch of friends. She claimed that she went to the bathroom, and when she came out, the palace had run amok. Folks were running out the diner. They refused to pay their tab. It was her birthday, so her friends should have took her out for some Hennessy. That's how she pronounced it, Hennessy, not Hennessy. They should have took her out and paid for it, but instead they ran out. So Momma Dee told people at the restaurant that she would pay for her own meal, but that she was not gonna pay for everybody else. So the people at the restaurant politely got her ass arrested, as they should have, okay? Ain't no dining and dashing, Bia. How you doing? So anyways, they're talking, and Scrappy's asking her about her husband, because we all know Momma Dee got married last season, and she's saying, you know, she loves her husband Ernest, but she's just not realizing that Ernest don't like to pay bills. Bitch, I wouldn't pay no bills either, because that's what you get. His ass done did 8 years in prison. He's used to the prison industrial complex taking care of his ass. So I would not be shocked that he's acting brand new, like he don't want to pay no bills, and he's trying to live off of your love and hip hop checks, okay? So then Scrappy tells his mama that he's really upset. He feels like Rashida and Kirk are his brother and sister, and they literally left him for dead. He had to go back to court for child support. There was a bunch of mess going on. He needed Rashida and Kirk to be there in court to testify on his behalf and let the judge know how much of a good person he was, but neither Rashida or Kirk showed up. So he's really upset about that. Momma Dee says that she wants to go confront Rashida, and Scrappy's like, you know what, mama? I don't need you confronting Rashida. This is something I gotta do. You don't need to confront Rashida. Just let it go. Now, you know damn well, Scrappy, you telling your mama not to go confront somebody is telling a fat kid they can't have no damn cake. You know damn well she's gonna go and confront Rashida with her messy ass, okay? She even had the nerve to have her finger crossed behind her back. So in the next scene, we have Mimi, honey. And when I tell you this fucking thirst bucket, she done caused so much controversy with this scene. So she's gone go-karting, and she's talking about her new boo Chris, and her new boo Chris this, and her new boo Chris that. All of a sudden, Chris comes, and Chris pulls out the helmet, and we realize that Chris is a she. So a lot of folks were really upset, and then Mimi has a nerve to say that the only people who know about her lesbian relationship is her damn 5-year-old daughter and her best friend Arian, who we also know is a straight up lesbian as well, okay? So a lot of folks were upset, a lot of folks were shocked by this. I don't know how people can be shocked. Mimi been a bull dagger, okay? Mimi been eating cooch. And the reason why she was so upset and mad about the whole Jocelyn Stevie situation is because her and Stevie were inviting Jocelyn into the bedroom. They were having threesomes with Jocelyn, you know what I'm saying? Nobody should be surprised that now this woman wants to come out as a lesbian. Now she's saying she's straight up gay. Then you got some folks who swear up and down they were born gay. Then you got other folks who feel like they're just gonna choose to be gay. At this point in time, I just don't give a shit. Let folks do what the hell they want to do. It's none of my business. But I'm not buying this fake ass relationship. Mimi is a hurt woman, and Mimi needs to find herself. She's thinking that she can find herself by attaching herself to another person. Mimi is scared to be alone. After she was hurt by Stevie J, she should have took time off to not deal with nobody, but instead she jumps into another relationship with Nico, records a porn tape, and then when Nico plays the hell out of her, you know, Mimi needs to slow down and really find out who Mimi is and what Mimi really wants. I definitely feel like Mona is definitely pushing an agenda, honey. She's making sure everybody's either bi, coming out the closet, transgender. She's trying to put everything into one show. Moving on to the next scene. So the next scene, we had Karen King, and she's meeting up with Tommy. Tommy is Scrap's girlfriend. And I don't know how I feel about Karen King or Tommy. They both kind of annoy me. And so Karen is acting like the shit is all urgent, and you know, I need to talk to you. I feel like somebody's trying to come back into Scrap's life, and I'm not feeling it. You know, his baby mama Tiara, you know, I can't stand her. And Tommy's like, Karen don't like Tiara because Tiara supposedly killed her dog. I'm like, really? This is why you're beefing with your grandson's mother? Because she allegedly killed your dog? Okay, ma'am. Anyways, I'm gonna need Tommy and Karen King to find a new storyline because the whole my son is dating 2 different women and sleeping with 2 different women at the same time has been played time and time again on Love and Hip Hop. And matter of fact, that was Scrappy's entire storyline for the past 2-3 years. So I'm not interested in seeing this storyline with Scrap, Tommy, and Tierra. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we had Scrap and Young Jock. So you know how Young Jock was bragging, talking about he got his own place, he's not surfing on couches no more? He's a damn lie, okay? He don't have his own place. He's playing roommate with his little cousin Scrappy. So him and little Scrappy decide to pull their little money together and get a junior bachelor pad. And they're having this big ass twister party with a bunch of girls there and everything else. And they're both talking about how they're single. And this is the first time they've been single in a long time. They don't want to be bothered with no women. They just want to do them and just, have sex and date a bunch of women. And my thing is, I feel like Scrappy's just salty because Bambi has moved on. Rumor has it that Bambi was smashing Future on the back of the tour bus. Bambi came out and denied those claims. She never said she didn't smash Future. She just said that she's not smashing nobody on a tour bus, okay? So anyways, little Scrappy's hurt. He's moved on. Now, what I found funny about this situation is his so-called assistant. Now, the way they were both coming at her and looking at her and everything else, I feel like both Young Jock and Scrappy are probably smashing the assistant. Now, it's funny how thirsty women are to be on TV. What type of assistant, for one, dresses like that? But for two, who the hell tries to wash a dog in the middle of a party? Like, really, bitch? You're about to wash his dog in the middle of a twister party? I'm gonna need Scrappy and Young Jock to find a better storyline than this, okay? Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Carly, Tommy, and Jessica Dime. And Jessica Dime in that pink hair and then pink eyebrows. I'm not feeling it whatsoever, okay? So they all decided to go to this club that Tommy invited them to. And Carly and Jessica are wondering, what's up? Why are we at this club? So finally, Tommy lets them know that they're basically there to spy on Tierra, who is Scrap's baby mama, because she's never really been introduced to this girl. So now this little sexy little chocolate girl comes up and she introduces herself. She's like, hi, my name is Tierra. How can I help you guys? And then all of a sudden, all 3 of these bitches start introducing themselves like they're in elementary school and it's kindergarten on the first day of school. They're like, hi, my name is Carly. Hi, I'm Jessica. And hi, I'm Tommy. And we all want Ciroc. And Jessica's like, no, I don't drink Ciroc. I want Chardonnay. And I'm like, but who introduces themselves to the waitress? If anything, the waitress introduces themselves, you say hi, and then you place your order. So I'm like, this shit is so messy, fake, and scripted. So anyways, they're all looking at her. She goes to go get their drinks, and now they're all talking, and Tommy's letting them know, how she feels that, Tierra may be trying to get back with Scrap. So Tierra comes and they're talking about Stevie J and everything else. And all of a sudden, Tierra just starts running her mouth. She starts telling every little bit of her business. She might as well have gave Carly, Jessica, and Tommy her bank account number and her social security card. Why are you telling these women that you don't know from a can of paint all your business about your baby father, who his family is, and all this other shit? So Carly's like, so are you and Scrap together? And Tierra's like, no, I have them when I feel like having them. So now Tommy's salty because basically Tierra's confirming everything that she suspected. So then Carly's messy ass decides to invite Tierra to Mimi's party. She's saying that she likes to hang out with bad bitches, and she feels like Tierra's a bad bitch, and so they should exchange numbers, and then she should come to the party. And I'm thinking to myself, who the hell invites a random waitress that they do not know to a damn party of their friends? I wish one of my friends would bring a random ass person that they don't know to my birthday party. Like, what kind of shit is that? Carly's ass is super messy, and I'm here for it, bitch, okay? Moving on to the next scene. So the next scene, we have Mama Dee, and she's gonna go pay Rashida a visit. Rashida's at her store. Her mama Charlene is there, and so's her stepdaughter. And Rashida's kind of frustrated because she feels like her mama don't do nothing but eat. Her stepdaughter don't do nothing but sit on Snapchat all day. And now here comes Mama Dee. So Mama Dee comes to confront Rashida, and she feels like Rashida should have had her son's back. And she's telling Rashida that Scrap is really hurt. And Rashida's like, well, then you tell Scrap to come and talk to me. He don't need to send you to come talk to me, okay? And so Charlene is jumping in and now like, okay, why you come and confront my daughter at work? This is not that serious. She's friends with Erica and Scrap. And Mama Dee's like, no, she's known Scrap a lot longer. She should have had Scrap's back. You do not go inside with Erica Dixon when you've known my son a lot longer. So now Rashida's like, I'm not here for all this. All of a sudden, Mama Dee done pulled out a bag. I'm thinking this bitch is about to put a voodoo hex on the damn store. She starts taking out all types of straw and hay out this bag. She dumps it on the floor. And then Rashida and her mama looking like, what the fuck is this bitch doing, okay? And then she proceeds to tell Rashida's mama that she put this on the floor to let her know that she has laid a rotten egg by having Rashida. So Rashida starts busting out laughing. Momma Dee is a straight up trip. I know the camera people gotta laugh every time she comes on camera because you never know what to expect from her. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene we have Scrap, and he's visiting his son King, and he lets us know that his baby mama Tiara has 4 kids total, but the other kids are not by him, they're by other people. And then basically Tiara comes home and the kids go running up to her, hugging her. So Tiara goes to her confessional and she's saying that she works for one of the top financial firms in Atlanta. She makes good money, but to get extra money, she waitresses at night. So my thing is, if you work for a top financial firm, why do you need to take a second job? If anything, you should make enough money at this top financial firm to where you don't have to do waitressing. And second of all, what the fuck are you wearing? If you work for a top financial company, on top of getting tips and money from waitressing, why are you wearing a $5 shirt from Rainbow? Inquiring minds want to know, okay? So anyway, she proceeds to let everybody know that, she's basically still in love with Scrap, and she feels like Scrap is in love with her. But, the mother is what's standing in the way of their relationship going forward. So Scrap is all hugged up on her and kissing on her. You can tell that clearly her and Scrap are in a relationship, or at least that's what Tiara thinks. But Scrap is just a typical player. Claims that he's in love with his baby's mother, but he's caught between 2 women. To me, it makes no sense. You got this young woman here with 4 kids by at least 2 to 3 different fathers, okay? No husband in sight. Why not get with your baby's mother, be with her? You're saying that she held you down, you love her, she gave you your son. So why not marry her and stay in the household and be with her? But again, this is ratchet ass love and hip hop, and that's just too much like right, okay? The thing that kind of disturbed me with this whole Scrap and Tiara situation is that he's obviously smashing both of these women, okay? They're parenting with benefits, and then he's also smashing Tommy. And he says all these good things about Tiara, how she's a good mother, you know what I'm saying? He's really in love with her. He's known her since he was 16, and she's always had his back, but that he's with Tommy because the sex with Tommy is good. So I'm like, that's the only thing you can say about Tommy. You can't say nothing else with her, but this is a girl that you're claiming in public. I get so tired of these guys in Love and Hip Hop reading from the same fuckboy manual. It just makes no sense to me. It's like you claim you have a good girl, she's holding you down, but you don't want to be with her. You want to have your cake and eat it too. But now trust and believe if Tiara was over here fucking somebody else on the side, or if Tommy had a side dude, Scrap would not be having that. So anyways, Tiara proceeds to tell Scrap that these 3 random girls came up to her job and they started talking to her about Scrap and Stevie J. And then she remembered that their names were Jessica, Carly, and Tommy. So as soon as she says Tommy, Scrap looked like he done shitted himself, honey. He's ready to go. He got up so damn quick. He's like, I gotta go. I'll be back later. And she's like, well, why are you running off? Why are you leaving? And Scrap feels like he needs to go and talk to Tommy because now he knows that Tommy is finding his baby's mother and he's not trying to have that. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Tommy, and she's dressed in some sexy ass lingerie, and Scrap comes over, and Scrap comes to confront her, and Scrap is like, you know what, why are you going to my baby mother's job? She already told me that she saw you, Carly Red, and Jessica Dime there. And so, Tommy's like, okay, fine, I've been busted, but I'm not cool with this. I'm not cool with you constantly being in her face, talking to this woman, but then at the end of the day, you're not even letting her know about me, and I don't think that's right. And then she tells Scrap that if you don't tell your baby's mother about me, I'm going to let her know about us because I'm not going to deal with this nonsense anymore. So then Scrap tells her, I don't take kindly to threats. Again, another comment from the fuckboy handbook. He doesn't take kindly to threats, but I'm sure she doesn't take kindly to the fact that you're possibly raw dogging your baby's mother and possibly raw dogging her at the same damn time, okay? So I always find that funny that when it comes to these guys being honest, all of a sudden they want to make threats, but yet and still they're okay with having their cake and eating it too. So I just find that whole situation bullshit. I think Tiara and Tommy both need to leave Scrap the hell alone, okay? Moving on to the last and final scene. So in the last and final scene, we have Mimi, and she walks in with a guy and a girl, and Carly Red is there, Tammy's there, Rashida's there, everybody and their damn mom is there for this birthday party, okay? So they're all thinking that Mimi's dating this Idris Elba knockoff, okay? So they're all thinking that's Mimi's man. Then Mimi gets up there dressed in all white, talking about her man is Chris, and then Chris walks up and Chris is a female. So now everybody's shocked. They're like, oh my God, it's a girl. It's a girl. And I'm sitting there like, if y'all don't sit y'all asses down. Now, did y'all catch the shade that Ariane threw at Mimi when she said that she don't see why Mimi's with Chris because Chris doesn't seem to be Mimi's type? And I'm sitting here like, well, damn, bitch, you sound like you kind of jealous. I truly believe that Mimi and Ariane are way more than friends. I believe that they've been messing around off and on for the past few years, and Ariane is gorgeous as hell. And I think that that's why she's upset that Mimi's with a stud as opposed to being with her. You know, but Mimi needs to have several seats for this shit. Nobody cares. She didn't need to throw a big ass birthday party just to come out. She didn't need to throw a big ass party just to come out to. Now, Rashida had me cracking up when she said that Chris looked like Frankie Lyman when she had that damn perm slick to the side and shit on that 3-piece white suit. I felt the hell out. Rashida is a damn mess. She is super messy. You know, this whole situation with Mimi's a trip. Like I said before, Mimi's a hurt woman. Stevie J fucked up Mimi just the way Biggie fucked up Little Kim and the way Diddy fucked up Kim Porter. When I tell you, it must be a bad boy thing because all three of these women are fucked up for life, okay? So anyways, that was my recap for Love and Hip Hop ATL. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Let me know what your favorite scenes were. And then how do you feel about Mimi coming out the closet and saying that she's gay? And then how do you feel about these new cast members, Scrap, Sass, Mama Karen, Tommy? Do you guys like them? Are you guys feeling them? Are you guys not feeling them? So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit Lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.